ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरिः ओम्। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। System check. So let me know if you're able to see the screen. Everyone can you hear me well?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can see.
Okay. Then go ahead here. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, Pure Devotional Service, the Change in Heart. Shri Sukha Uvacham etan nigaditam प्रस्तावान् यद् भावान् मम नृणां यन् दीयमानानं मनुष्येषु मनीषिणाम्. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Maharaj Parikshit, as you have inquired from me as to the duty of the intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. ब्रह्मवर्चस कामस्तु यजेत ब्रह्मणपतिम् इन्द्रम् इन्द्रियकामस्तु प्रजाकामः प्रजापतीन् देवीं मायां तु श्रीकामस् तेजस्कामविभावसुं वसुकामो वसुरुद्रान् व्रीयकामोऽत्य वीर्यवान् अन्नाद्यकामस्त्व अदितम् अदितिं स्वर्गकामोदिते सुतान् विश्वान् देवान् राजकामः साध्यान् संसादको विशाम् आयुष्काम स्विनौ देवौ पुष्टिकाम इलां यजेत् प्रतिष्ठाकामः पुरुषो रोदसी लोकमातरौ रूपाभिकामो गन्धर्वान् त्रिकामोपसर उर्वशीम् आधिपत्यकामः सर्वेषां यजेत परमेष्टिनं यज्ञं यजेत् यशस्कामः कोशकामः प्रचेतसं विद्याकामस्तु गिरीशं दाम्पत्यार्थ उमां सतीम्. One who desires to be absorbed in the impersonal Brahman Jyoti effulgence should worship the master of the Vedas, Lord Brahma or Brihaspati, the learned priest. One who desires powerful sex should worship the heavenly king Indra, and one who desires good progeny should worship the great progenitors called the Prajapatis. One who desires good fortune should worship Durga Devi, the superintendent of the material world. One desiring to be very powerful should worship fire, and one who aspires only after money should worship the Vasus. One should worship the Rudra, incarnation of Lord Shiva, if he wants to be a great hero. One who wants a large stock of grains should worship Atidi. One who desires to attain the heavenly planets should worship the sons of Atidi. One who desires a worldly kingdom should worship Vishwadeva, and one who wants to be popular with the general mass of population should worship the Sadhya demigod. One who desires a long span of life should worship the demigods known as Ashwini Kumaras, and a person desiring a strongly built body should worship the earth. One who desires stability in his post should worship the horizon and the earth combined. One who desires to be beautiful should worship the beautiful residents of Gandharva planet. And one who desires a good wife should worship the Apsaras and Urvashi society girls of the heavenly kingdom. One who desires domination over others should worship Lord Brahma, the head of the universe. One who desires tangible fame should worship the personality of Godhead, and one who desires a good bank balance should worship the demigod Varuna. If one desires to be a greatly learned man, he should worship Lord Shiva. And if one desires a good marital relation, He should worship the chaste goddess Uma, the wife of Lord Shiva. धर्मातोत्तमश्लोकं तन्तुः तन्वन् पितॄन् यजेत् रक्षाकामः पुण्यजनान् ओजस्कामो मरुद्गणान्. One should worship Lord Vishnu or his devotee for spiritual advancement in knowledge and for protection of hereditary and advancement of a dynasty. One should worship the various demigods. Rajakamo Manum Devan Nirritim Tva Abhicharan Yajet Kama Kamo Yajet Somam Akama Purusham Param. One who desires domination over a kingdom or an empire should worship the Manus. One who desires victory over an enemy should worship the demons, and one who desires sense gratification should worship the moon. But one who desires nothing of material enjoyment should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udarati tivrena bhakti yogena jajeta purusham param. A person who has broader intelligence, whether it be full of all material desire, without any material desire, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the personality of Godhead. एतावान् एव जयताम् इह निःश्रेय शोधयः भगवति अचलो भावो यद्भागवता संगतः. All the different kinds of worshippers of multi-demigods can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction unflinchingly fixed upon the personality of Godhead only by the association of the pure devotee of the Lord. ज्ञानं यत् अप्रतिनिवृत्त गुणोर्मिचक्रम् आत्मप्रसाद उत यत्र गुणेष्व असङ्गः कैवल्यसम्मत पतस्त्व अथ भक्तियोगः को निर्वृत्तो हरिकथासु रतिं न कुर्यात्. Transcendental knowledge in relation with the Supreme Lord Hari is knowledge resulting in the complete suspension of the waves and whirlpools of material modes. Such knowledge is self satisfying due to its being free from material attachment. And being transcendental, it is approved by authorities. Who could fail to be attracted? Shaunaka Uvacha इत्यभ्यव्याहृतं राजा निशम्य भरतर्षभः किम् अन्यत् पृष्टवान् भूयो वैया सखिं ऋषिं कविम्. Shaunaka said, the son of Vyasadeva, Sri Sukadeva Goswami, was a highly learned sage and was able to describe things in a poetic manner. What did Maharaj Parikshit again inquire from him after hearing all that he had said? एतत् शुश्रूषतां विद्वन् सुत सूतयनो रहसि भाषितुं कथा हरि कथोदर्काः शतां स्युः सदसि ध्रुवम्. O learned Suta Goswami, please continue to explain such topics to us because we are all eager to hear. Besides that, topics which results in the discussion of Lord Hari should certainly be discussed in the assembly of devotees. सवै भागवतो राजा पाण्डवेयो महारथः बालक्रीडानखै क्रीडान् कृष्ण क्रीडां य आददे. Maharaj Parikshit, the grandson of Pandavas, was from his very childhood a great devotee of the Lord. Even while playing with dolls, he used to worship Lord Krishna by imitating the worship of the family deity. वयासकीश्च भगवान् वासुदेवपरायण मृगाय गुणोद्धारः सतां युर्हि समागमे. Shuta Goswami, the son of Vyasadev, was also Sukadev Goswami, the son of Vyasadev, was also full in transcendental knowledge and was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, son of Vasudeva. So there must have been discussion of Lord Krishna, who is glorified by great philosophers and in the company of great devotees. आयुर्हरति वै पुंसाम् उद्यन् अष्टं च यन् असौ तस्यर्थे यत् क्षणो नीता उत्तमश्लोकवार्तया. Both by rising and by setting, the sun decreases the duration of life of everyone except one who utilizes the time by discussing topics of the all good personality of Godhead. Taravah Taravah kimna jivanti varstyaha kimna swashanti uta na kadanti na mehanti kim grame pashavopare. Do the trees not live? Do the bellows of blacksmith not breathe? All around us, do the beasts not eat and discharge semen? स्ववेद वराहोस्त्र करैः संस्तुतः पुरुषः पशुः न यत्कर्ण पथोपेतो जातु नाम गदाग्रजः. Men who are like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses praise those men who never listen to the transcendental pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, the deliverer from evils. बिले बतोरुक्रम विक्रमान् ये न शृण्वतः कर्णपुटे पुटे नरस्य जिह्वा सती दारदूरिकेव सूत न चोपगायति उरुगाय गातः. One who has not listened to the messages about the prowess and marvelous acts of the personhood of Godhead, and has not sung or chanted loudly the worthy songs about the Lord, is to be considered to possess ear holes like the holes of snakes, and a tongue like a tongue of a frog. Bara parama baraha बारः परम्पत्त किरीटजुष्टम् अपि उत्तमाङ्गं न मुकुन्दं सा शावौ करौ नो कुरेते सपार्यं हरेर्लसत् काञ्चन कनौ कङ्कणौ वा हरेर्लसनकाञ्चन वा. The upper portion of the body, though crowded with a silk turban, is only a heavy burden if not bowed down before the person of Godhead who can award mukti. And the hands, though decorated with glittering bangles, are like those of a dead man if not engaged in the service of the personate of Godhead, Hari. बर्हायिते ते नयने नराणां लिङ्गानि विष्णोर्न निरीक्षतो ये पादौ नृणां तौ द्रुमजन्म भाजौ क्षेत्राणि नानुव्रजतो हरेर्यौ. The eyes which do not look at the symbolic representations of the personate of Godhead Vishnu, his forms, name, quality, etc., are like those printed on the plumes of peacock, and the legs which do not move to the holy places where the Lord is remembered are considered to be like tree trunks. जीवञ्चौ वौ भागवताङ्घ्रिरेणुं न जातो मर्त्योऽभिलभेत यस्तु श्रीविष्णुपद्या मनुजस्तुलस्य श्वासन् च वो यस्तु न वेदगन्धम्. The person who has not at any time received the dust of the feet of the Lord's pure devotee upon his head is certainly a dead body. And the person who has never experienced the aroma of tulsi leaves from the lotus feet of the Lord is also a dead body, although breathing. Tadasmasaram hridayam batedam yad grahmaner harinamadeyaih न विक्रियेताथ यदा विकारो नेत्रे जलं गात्र रुहेषु हर्षः. Certainly, that heart is steel framed, which, in spite of one's chanting the holy name of the Lord with concentration, does not change when ecstasy takes place. Tears fill the eyes and the hair stand on end. अताभिबे अताभिदेहि अङ्गमनोनुकूलं प्रभाषसे भागवत प्रधानः यद् आह वैशा वया सखिरात्मविद्या विशारदो नृपतिं साधु पृष्ठः. O Shuta Goswami, your words are pleasing to our minds. Please therefore explain this to us as it was spoken by the great devotee Shukadev Goswami, who is very expert in transcendental knowledge and who spoke to Maharaj Parikshit upon being asked. Thus ends the third chapter entitled Pure Devotional Service, the Change in Heart, from the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. Oh, there was again some message. I'm not able to see. Yeah, okay. Okay, Hare Krishna. We go through the summary of this chapter. Of course, the purports are more sweet. So encourage you all to please refer these nice purports of this chapter. Let's take few moments that we can dwell a bit into this chapter, which is very nice, which is telling what is very important in our life. Um, yeah. The chapter starts with the worship of different demigods. Yeah, this is what we see because Parikshit Maharaj was asking very important. Yeah, what was the question? What is the duty of person who is dying? Parikshit Maharaj is asking that question, which has sometimes we don't take it so serious. We are more interested in asking so many other questions, which Shukadeva Goswami is answering in the verse 2 to 7, where he is saying, you know what, a person who is absorbed in impersonal Brahman, he wants success in that. In his meditation, he worships the priest Brihaspati or Brahma, yeah, one of them. And then one who is looking for powerful sex life is worshipping demigod Indra. Other and who wants progeny are worshipping Prajapati Daksha. And good fortune, they go worship Durga Devi. Power, Agni, money, Vasu, and to become a great hero, Rudras, and to accumulate large stock of grains, Aditi, mother of the Devatas, and then heavenly planets, one worships Aditya, worldly kingdom, Vishwadeva, and they worship popularity. For attaining popularity, they worship Sadhya, long lifespan, Ashwini Kumaras, uh, to have strongly built body, worship Mother Earth, and stability in his position. Also, they turn to Earth, beauty, Gandharvas, good wife, um, worship Apsaras and Urvashi. Anyway, there is a whole list of what one can get. Isn't it so amazing, right? So these are obvious questions for us where we are sometimes, yeah, that's why if you see, this is a big question that comes if someone is coming from a non-Hindu background. How many gods do you have? Huh? Because other they have a very straight answer. Yeah, either it could be Allah or it could be Jesus or it could be Yoho. There's one clear answer. But when it comes to us, we have a whole uh, hierarchy of gods, and then yeah, Shukadeva Goswami is also saying if you want to get material gain, for which material gain you can approach which. So it is so nice, just like in today's field. I don't know if yeah, anyway, at least one doctor is there. If we have a health issue, then those days are gone where we go to only GP, general practitioner. We go now to the most expert, even to a level of surgeon. Surgeon will say, hey, I am not required for this. You can just go to a normal. No, 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 we want expert specialist. So why not? So this means that a purpose of specialist is very much needed, and similarly, an expert who is engaged in granting such boons is also there, and that's why we have so many gods, and we respect them, we worship them, and because of that, we are also blessed. But is that everything? Because it is said in the ninth verse. mm, mm, is it? Yeah, it comes in the 10th verse. 10th verse, let me see. There is this, yeah, one second, please. Yeah. So, but conclusion is very important because again, this makes it quite challenging for us. Where are we going to go? To whom are we going to go? We have so many desires, and they are sometimes intellectual desires for our own knowledge, and sometimes are very greedy desires, which could be wealth and sense enjoyment. But here it is said, Shukadeva Goswami is saying in 2.3.10, Akama sarva kamova. Akama means if one who has transcended all the material desires, he has no material desires, means he is a yogi. Or sarva kamova, or one who has the sum total of all material desires. Just imagine, Suryatesh Prabhu, you have the desires that can exist in the whole material world, only in you. Huh? What will we do? Akama sarva kamova, moksha kama udarati. One who is desiring liberation, or udara he, one who is intelligent, very intelligent. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. This is very, very important message. Means Shukdev Goswami is saying, even if one has no desires, or if one has a lot of full of desires, even if one is super intelligent, uh, even if one wants liberation, uh, must by all means worship the supreme whole, the personality of Godhead. Yeah? Yajeta Purusham. Yajeta Purusham. Purusham means the supreme Lord. And it's just the next word is confirming that Param. We know Param Purusha. Param Purusha means supreme Lord or Supreme Master. Here we see that Purusham, Yajeta Purusham Param means that Supreme Lord. So the purport is quite interesting. If one gets time, you can read. This is 2, 3, 10. But I'll just read the important part. Where in the previous chapters, it has been stated that the Bhakti Yoga is the ultimate goal of both Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. In the same way, in this chapter, it is emphatically declared that Bhakti Yoga is the ultimate goal of different varieties of worship of different demigods. So, Bhakti Yoga, thus being the supreme means of self realization, is recommended here. Everyone must therefore seriously take up the method of Bhakti Yoga, even though one aspires for material enjoyment or liberation from material bondage. So, whatever can be the goal, but ultimately uh, it it will be successful, supremely successful, if one takes to Bhakti Yoga. And Sri Jiva Goswami has explained this desireless as bhajaniya parama purusha sukha matra swa sukhatvam in his Bhakti Sandarbha. This means that one should feel happy only by experiencing the happiness of the Supreme Lord. And how can this happen? When one engages in the devotional service? Yeah, as I said, this purport, yeah, is very nice. We can meditate on this. Always turn to this verse to understand the importance and supremacy of Bhakti Yoga. And then the next verse is saying about, um, yeah, एतावान् एव यजताम् इह निःश्रेयसोदयः भगवति अचलो भावो यद भागवत संगतः. This is another important. How can we know? How can, is it only theory that Bhakti Yoga can give the result? No. When we are in the association of devotees, then we can understand that this Bhakti Yoga is indeed practically sweet giving or bliss giving process, or a means. Yeah. So etavan, it says all these different kinds of worshippers, eva yajatam, uh, while worshipping in this life, the highest benefit, lead. All the different kinds of worshippers of multi demigods can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction, unflinchingly fixed upon the Lord, only by association of pure devotee of the. Amazing, isn't it? If one wants to be rich, that is satisfied. One wants to be very, very happy in his life. One wants progeny. One wants that. One wants everything can be attained just as easily in by taking to devotional service. Again, this purport is also the second paragraph emphasizes about different um, aspects of it. And then the most of authentic Vedic literature accepted by great Indian acharyas like Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, and Chaitanya, and studied by important personality of the world is the Bhagavad Gita. We see in which the worship of demigods and their respective residential planets are mentioned. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitru Vrata Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya Yanti Mam Yajito Api Mam. He is saying, so the worshippers of demigods reach the respective planets of the demigods. Worshippers of forefathers reach the planet of forefathers. The gross materialists remain in different material planets, but the devotees of the Lord reach the kingdom of God. Hmm? So that emphasizes the importance of bhakti yoga, bhakti marga. So, and it goes, he says, even jnanis take to bhakti, not only demigod worshippers. If jnana by which creates indifference to the waves of material modes is self-satisfying, is free from attachment to the gunas, is transcendental and thus approved by the authorities, leads to bhakti yoga, then who could fail to be attracted to Harikatha? This is what Jnanam yad apratini vritta gunormi chakram atma pasada uta yatra guneshva asanga kaivalya sammata patastva atha bhakti yoga ko means who nivruto hari kathashu ratim na kuryat. After understanding the greatness of this and who will not take to this hearing of Harikatha. Uh, then Shaunaka Rishi is inspiring Suta Goswami to speak more. Uh, Shaunaka Adi Rishis are hearing to Suta Goswami, and Suta Goswami is narrating what Shukadev Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. So this is what the rishis assembled there in Naimasharanya. They are asking, "O Suta, you have learned, and we are eager to hear." So Parikshit Maharaj is a great devotee. This verse number 15 is also nice to understand how great is Parikshit Maharaj. Right from his childhood, he didn't just waste his time in anything else, but even while playing, he didn't play with any other toys, but the dolls were of Krishna. Yeah, and then he used to imitate his family. Imitate his family members who were doing deity worship. So in that way, he was always engaged in the service as a boy. Sukadeva Goswami was also a great devotee, Vasudeva Parayana. Therefore, they must have discussed Harikatha. Urugaya, Gunodhara. Huh? So, definitely, it is very nice that Sukadeva Goswami had definitely spoken about the Lord, Harikatha. Best utility of time is what? Ayur Harati Vai Pumsam. As the sun rises and sun sets, the time is anyway wasted unless one is engaged in Harikatha. Huh? तस्यार्थे यत् तस्यार्थे यत् क्षणो नीता उत्तम श्लोका वार्तया. Hmm? So, do the trees not live? It goes further that everything is maintained by the Lord. So, we don't have to we shouldn't over endeavor for material things that can be taken care. What is important that a day should not go without hearing Harikatha. This is what I understand from here. Animalistic people whose ears have never heard about Krishna are glorified by those people who are like dogs, pigs, camels, and donkeys. And then it goes further. How animalistic people are, that ear holes uh, are like holes of a snake if they are not listening Harikatha. The tongue is like a tongue of a frog. Means what does it mean? Yeah, I remember Kadamakanan Maharaj says that his mother used to tell when one opens the mouth, the tongue shouldn't be like a tongue of a frog. Yeah, we know that the frog, as soon as it opens the mouth, we know what it sings. It's not anyway pleasant. uh, so it is said the words that comes out of one's mouth should be very pleasant, not like the words or the croakings of this frog. So a person, if he is not singing or chanting loudly the worthy songs about God, then his tongue is like tongue of a frog. And upper body, though crowned with a silk turban, yeah, which means a nice crown which is shining, is useless. It is only a heavy burden if he is not bowing down before the Lord who can award mukti. Sometimes out of pride we may think, why should I bow down to a devotee? Why should I think I am great? Hmm? Oh Lord, okay, maybe, but so here it says, and hands, though they may have nice kangan or what is this, those of it, I- if one is not engaging his hands in the service of the Lord, then he is to be considered dead. Hmm? Eyes are yeah, if they are not looking at the form of the Lord or symbols, yeah, like the Shank, Chakra, yeah, that's why we see whenever when we visit a temple on the dome, we see, oh, nice emblems, and what a fortune. But if a person is not appreciating that he's not seeing, then his eyes are like the eyes on a peacock, these plumes. Legs are like tree trunks when they are not going to the holy place. A person certainly is a dead if he doesn't receive the dust from the feet of the pure devotee on his head, or experiencing the tulsi aroma from the lotus feet. When Charan Tulsi and when he doesn't uh, take the aroma of the tulsi, then he is considered a dead person. Heart is like a steel frame, uh, if not transforming even after having chanted the holy name with concentration. Uh, Therefore, 25th verse is saying, therefore, please, Shaunaka Rishi is asking Suta Goswami, please, please speak Harikatha. We want to hear that conversation that transpired between Shukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. So that's where we will discuss further. When Suta Goswami describes what happened, Parikshit Maharaj concentrates his mind on Krishna and it goes further. Yeah, thank you very much. Anything someone want to share on top? If someone has read purports which attracted you, that you want to add, or any question, what is the realization out of today? I think I'm asking too many
Hare
questions.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
More than more than Suta Goswami. I'm asking too many questions. Yes, who was that?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So, yeah, it was very nice purport, very nice chapter. I learned many things. I missed maybe that part, like all the demigods and their roles were mentioned. Then after that, what was mentioned exactly, like for us, what should we do?
Akama sarva kamava moksha kama udarati tivrena bhakti yogana yajeta purusham param. That is the conclusion after speaking all those. You can go there, you can go here, you can do that, you can do this, but don't do too much. How many you can do? Will you try? So just imagine. I think you don't desire only money. You may desire also fame. You may desire also progeny. You may desire good wife, right?
Mm.
Don't worry. Yeah, then you have to run so many places. Rather, just take to the Lord. Even if you have desires, if you don't have desires, yeah, that's what Sukadev Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj. Yeah.
Right. So means Krishna worshipping means, so it will Lord will see to itself, like all is balanced, whatever is needed,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
mm,
So sometimes what we may happen is because of our narrow mind, we may not know what exactly to desire, right? So I am thinking that if I become a millionaire, I'll be happy. But Krishna knows whether I should be a millionaire or not for my happiness or for my good. Because we may be interested in our what is Priya, what is that we like. That's what we may want. But what is Shreya is something sometimes different unless we are well positioned in mode of goodness, right? So that's why it's better that Lord takes a call for us and whatever we just are mercy cakes of the Lord. So we just be busy with our devotion and whatever Lord is giving definitely is for good. So we just take it. Whether he gives something, we take it. If he doesn't give something, we take that also. Yeah, Pratik Prabhu.
yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay. Jyoti Maharaj, we have to focus on karmas and actions taken by us. So are you saying, are you adding to it? Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mhm.
This thing, I think, whatever the action we do in everyday life, uh, even as a housewife,
Mhm.
whatever you are doing the karma, what I feel is, what I understood the spirituality is something like when you are doing any action, even if you're cooking or something, uh, you have to do it happily. Okay,
Mhm.
Bhakti Marga is there. The ups and downs in the life will also come, but as you said, it will be taken care by him because it is not from this current life as well, but it is also coming from our so many births. So we
Mm.
are facing ups and downs in the life, but we have to continue with the bhakti,
Yeah.
uh, with our physical world and with the spiritual world to keep
Mm.
balance.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Jyoti Maharaj. This brings me to one topic, yeah, which can open us to think. Also, is when there are so many options, and can I take to these options if in the end I can practice devotion nicely? Anyone has that question? Uh, Maybe if I have a lot of money, then I can serve the Lord nicely. If I have a lot of support, yeah, family support or name, society recognition, then this can help me to become a successful devotee. No? Hmm? No one has this, then we can cover sometime later. I think it will anyway come when we go to the fourth canto. But if someone has, I thought we can touch that. Okay, then we'll close the session today. Thank you very much for joining. Tomorrow is still, it's Friday, so we'll cover one more chapter and see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji, next time, please, the topic at the end, what you discussed, can you cover it tomorrow instead of pushing it further? Just now, the session, what you,
Your voice is pretty hard for me, at least, to follow.
uh, full, 1 second.
I mean the question what you just said. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear loud.
Okay. Yeah. Because my kids are sleeping, so I'm little bit. So the question just what you read just now. Can you discuss this tomorrow if we get some time instead of pushing further?
Sure. Yeah, fine.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare